A BashAndSlash.com presentation.
Let's go through it again.
Welcome to Bash.
Lots of things have changed in the PC FPS gaming world. Imagine everybody has seen those changes. I mean, I've been saying for years, we were sort of modding centric, coming out of COD 2, going into COD 4, and then into, Modern Warfare 2. We were very, very modding centric, and modding in FPS kind of came of age when the gaming industry was kind of, really young. And, we kind of look back and think that, you look at these developers and producers, they didn't necessarily have the best devs working for them. And those talents maybe came, over time. And you can say that, culminating in the type of talent that some of the folks like Treyarch and stuff like that have right now. But, back then games were kind of simple. Gamers wanted more. Gentlemen like we have here, PST Joker. I think you wanted more, Joker. I mean, and your technical know-how, you found ways to make these games better. And right now, except for the indie scene, I don't know if those days will ever be seen again. Gaming is more mature. Game, I think, is definitely revolving around the player. And nowadays, the only recourse we have as players to change things in a game is to actually rely on devs to make those changes if we tweet, hard enough. For them to make those changes. So, yeah, things have really changed in our world. I think. I was actually kind of wondering with all the tech that we have at our disposal. Maybe tech that we didn't have even 3-4 years ago. I wonder if we can make some of those changes happen. And it's a live show. I don't know if this is going to work. It's a bit of a risk here, but why don't we see if we can get some of that dev input that I was talking about? I'm going to see if any of them are home.
Oh, really?
And,
awesome.
And I don't know. Let's like I said, this is not guaranteed to work by any stretch of the imagination. Well, we'll see if we can. Get somebody to answer, and if not, we'll make do otherwise. But
oh, the suspense is killing me. Who are you calling?
I don't know, but they're not answering. Hey, Josh.
Yes.
Is that you?
Yes.
It's Jock of BashAndSlash.com. What have you been up to?
Hey, Jock. Not too much. What can I do for you?
You can send me money, but other than that, as you can tell from the two guys that I have on here, I don't want to ambush you here, but would you mind going live with us? We have PST Joker here, and I Bleed V2O. He's also known as Bleed. We have a little kind of an impromptu Bashcast tonight. I don't know if you'd mind that.
Ah, all right. Sure, I can answer a few questions.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I was just assuming you were just going to hang up, and then I'd have to figure out what I'd do the rest of the So thank you for not hanging up.
Hanging like that.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We go back quite a long way, and like I said, I really you're doing a great job. I see you on YouTube all over the place. You're jet setting all over the world, talking to people about the game and stuff like that. I think you just came back from Europe, right? What are people over there saying about it when they see it?
Really positive stuff. The European audience is great. They from Spain to Italy to Sweden, all the places that I visited, everybody seemed to just have great things to say, and it's nice to have a worldwide audience like that. And every culture, every community, every territory has their own sort of unique subset of the community that has their own their own different needs and likes and dislikes. It's really interesting to be able to meet those people firsthand and get to talk with them and break bread with some of them.
I still don't, in my head, I still can't differentiate the purpose of currency and experience points. I know a lot of people have been saying, experience points allows you to rank up, currency allows you to buy things. Is that pretty much what it is?
Well, that's pretty much it. The idea behind the COD points, the currency, is because you could also do these cool things called wager matches, which is something that's brand new. So the XP still will unlock things, but it's going to unlock more or less broader features. So, for example, once you level up to a certain level, you'll unlock kill streaks as a feature. You can start to use kill streaks. But once they're unlocked, you can buy any kill streak you want, in theory. Now, you'll have to save up a lot of COD points to buy like an 11 kill streak. But you could immediately start buying any number of the lower tier kill streaks. So there's still like a proportional ranking there. You still have to earn more currency and save that. But yeah, I mean, once you unlock the kill streaks feature, you can buy any number of them within. So you don't have to wait until you reach a certain level to get Rolling Thunder, for example.
Right.
Same thing with Create a Class. Once that unlocks, you can go ahead and buy any perk you want. And then, of course, Perk Pro, you still have to level them up through various challenges. But the weapons, same deal. Once you unlock a weapon, you can buy any of the camos. You don't have to wait and earn different camo unlocks. You can just buy whichever ones you like and pass on the ones you don't. If you unlock snipers and you don't, and you're not a sniper like myself, then don't invest the money in it. Save those COD points and buy other things. So,
let me put it in a PC perspective for just a second, because you were talking about wager matches, which I guess are like essentially free for all games, and I think the top 3 guys get rewarded with right. So I want to understand the wager match for PC now. Explain to me, because there's been a lot of stuff said in the community, and some of it right, some of it not so much. Initially, I thought wager gaming would be done on specific wager servers. Is that correct, or are our wager games really local host setups?
I'm not 100% sure. We can talk to PC Dev about this. I believe the plan right now is to have wager match on dedicated servers. Absolutely. So you're going to be able to switch servers into wager servers, and you're going to be able to host wager servers. So.
Yeah, that's
where you're going to be playing those. The limit's still going to be 6 players. It's the maps that we've designed for actually scale down for wager match. So if you're playing on a map like Radiation, which is one of the levels that we showed at the first play event, you're going to be able to open that map is a fairly large map. It's a medium to large size map. But for wager match, it cuts down. You can't go all the places you can go during the full size match. So it actually, we block off certain paths and certain sections of the map that we can keep the 6-player action very focused and very guided. So it's still going to be a 6-player free for all even on the PC, that particular mode. But of course we've already taken started taking pre-orders for the dedicated servers, so you guys know that the actual server limit is 24.
So if you're a server admin and you want to buy a dedicated server, it sounds to me like there's 3 types of servers out there. There's wager servers, ranked servers, and unranked servers. Or can you just turn your server into any one of these 3 anytime you want?
Yeah, no, I don't think you can turn them into any one of the 3 that you want at any time. There's definitely different payment tiers.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean that's definitely that's the idea, is that there's ranked and there's unranked, and then wager again. That's something that I think the PC team is still working on. But we'll have PC Dev clarify at a later time.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
That really explains it, I think, because I did not get that in my head.
Because wager's not really ranked; it's technically unranked, because you're playing for COD points. You're not playing for XP at all. So that's sort of like its own little unique environment.
So how do you've seen these we've seen these contract limited objective contracts, I think you guys call them, where you can get even more COD points and maybe and XP. Right. Where are the contracts played? Are they played on the wager servers? No, or is that an SP thing?
Contracts are just for ranked matches.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're
ranked matches are the only place that you can earn currency. You can earn the COD points and the XP. Wager match, you can only earn COD points or lose them. But because COD points are so integral to the ranking process, they need to stay intact and secure. And you need to protect the integrity of that system as well. That's kind of like stats. And you wouldn't want people to hack your stats. You wouldn't want people to hack their COD points. So that's why they're going to have to be secure, living in a dedicated server environment.
It's going to be fascinating to see how you guys do this, because you've brought in a lot of really complex ideas into what used to be a really simple game.
Yeah. Well, and that was the core, and that's something that we really are trying to communicate with the PC community, is that we have such a complex game here, and there's so many awesome features that we're making, and we know you guys want them. You guys would hate us if we didn't bring them to your system, to your platform. So the only way to really feasibly do that in a secure and meaningful way is to sort of lock down and partner with an exclusive dedicated server provider, and make sure that these dedicated servers are secure and people aren't hacking them and modding them. go through Steam, make it a Steam exclusive title. That way we know people are having these secure Steam accounts. All of this has been engineered in a way that we can bring the same experience to PC players that all the other platforms are getting. And we want to make sure we're giving you guys an excellent product out of the box, an excellent game. And so that was our number one priority. And that's why, we've made a lot of these decisions. And a lot of people think that these are unpopular decisions, but honestly, like it's all meant in for the best for the PC gamer. We're not getting any money out of the deal of this game servers thing, right? Like that's just that's a hoax. That's not a hoax. That's like sort of a conspiracy theory that the community's come up with. But that's not it at all. In fact, we're going to be paying out of our own pocket to have that fleet of day one servers that we're going to have online. So no, you don't have to rent a dedicated server, but if you want to, then yeah, you should rent them through gameservers.com.
I mean, Josh, I try to come up with these conspiracies the best I can, okay? You can't just shoot them down like that, okay? It's not nice. Will there be like a player side config file?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's sort of that goes in line with a lot of like the min specs of the game and whatnot, and I think that discussion we should have when we're ready to reveal that. I just think it's a little premature to have that conversation right now.
Okay.
But of course, you're going to be able to configure your video options to decrease or increase video quality. The extent of and where those files are stored. I mean, that's all very, very specific PC lingo. But at the end of the day, I really wouldn't want to get. I don't want to go too far into those discussions until we reveal our minimum system requirements and we talk a little bit more about just what you're going to need to play our game anyway. The real important thing here is that while things may change and while the game is the strategy and the tactic that we're taking with this title is of course a more complete package. We want to make sure you guys are getting the same game that the other players are getting, the same experience, the full experience. It's really important that as these communities evolve and as the games evolve and as the modding scene evolves, like all this stuff, the requirements have to change a little bit. And so in order for us to provide the best possible experience we can to PC players, we're going to have to do these decisions, like going with authorized hosts.
I understand.
Yeah, so I want you guys to know that it's always with your best interest in mind. This isn't something that's benefiting Treyarch in any way. These are all decisions that we're making on behalf of you guys, and I think that overall, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, that these the pros versus the cons. I think the pros list is a lot greater for doing things this way.
Well,
at least that's my opinion.
I just want to let you know that we don't want the same experience. We want a better experience.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. At the very least, the same experience.
At the very least.
Yeah, exactly. You guys can do cooler shit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You can do your own flash record, and you don't need capture cards to record. You can just download fraps, right? And you can do all sorts of cool stuff on the PC. So.